Woo! We're back with more D&D.
Oh, yeah.
And this time, cams are actually working currently.
Yeah.
We also have a special guest for Big K, apparently. Hello, Yeti!
They can't see your face right now. Hey!
Him and his glorious hair!
Sup, dude?
Sup, dude? Alright. Mwahaha! So does everyone remember where we left off?
Bye.
They were fighting a carpet. I remember that.
They were fighting a carpet.
They were fighting a
friggin'
carpet.
They were.
And they electrocuted a hallway full of robots.
Oh man.
Hmm?
And I am
And
here.
I was getting destroyed by this gigantic suit of armor.
I don't even think it hurt you very much yet.
It hasn't actually punched you yet, I don't think.
That's what we're waiting. So this episode for Gudrun could be very, very, very short.
Could be very, very bad.
Alright guys, who wants the dwarf pancake?
Sup, Mesa? Sup, everybody?
Press F to pay your respect.
Yes, press F to pay respect for Bertrand.
Where did that come from, by the way?
That's from a Call of Duty, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Anyway, game.
There's
Alright.
a spot in the you're at a funeral and you have to press F to pay respect.
Don't tell me how to feel.
Don't tell me how to
Awesome,
feel
Ray.
the feels.
Awesome, Ray. Okay. So it's Grum.
No, I already did my turn.
Did you?
Yeah, it was whoever's above
No.
me.
Grum destroyed the hallway.
Yep.
Ah,
It
yes.
ended on her frying an entire hallway full of coffee.
Oh yes, that's right. She fried the entire
Oh, yeah.
hallway worth of suits of armor. So it is now Gnal Gnoon.
With the glorious hair. Yep.
Try for my.
With the
no,
glorious
Roll
hair.
for a hair flip there. Roll for a hair flip.
Shot.
Boom.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Go ahead and is that with your sneaky? I don't think it is.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Because that would be intelligent.
Oh wow.
Just kidding, I love you.
Eh. Oh wow.
I hope
That's
I hope
pretty
you're
good.
shooting in the direction that I'm at and hitting that suit of armor.
I am.
All right.
Yeah.
It'll probably
Bam.
do it next turn, but it's all good.
All right. Are you doing anything else, my good sir? Nice clean hit. You shoot into it and the arrow kind of splinters a good portion of one of its one of the wood pieces in its arm.
I think I'm good, actually. I'm not like I'll be able to hide from it since it's right fucking there, so I'm good.
And apparently fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
All
squishy,
right.
so I'm not getting closer.
Orisa!
Yeah!
It's you!
I'm going that big ass fucking motherfucking oh, computer, what are you doing? Oh,
I don't know. I don't even know what you're doing. I just hear a lot of fucking...
my computer like zoomed in. Like, really close. Fire shit! Firewall on the thing.
Wall of fire, you silly woman.
Look. Semantics. It'll be right.
Wall of fire right there, I'm guessing? Where
Yeah.
the giant
We're
fucking F
protecting
is?
this room from the dangerous computer viruses.
That one. I'm assuming cast at 4th level because I can.
Yep, that's... Oh, can you? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because it's 120 feet.
Yep.
So. And then I'm using... Sorry, I was not prepared. I was trying to make sense.
No worries.
What's my movement? 30? So, 5, 10, 15, 20...
Ha! I punched the
25,
initiative.
30. Alright, that's my turn, unless something else happened.
All right, so we're done with the prettiest siren. It's time to go to Vranik. I don't think Shell gets the reference, but It don't matter.
Unless it's Borderlands, then
It was Borderlands.
I am the best siren. Thank you.
Heat metal on the big fucker from my crystal.
Yes.
Alright. You pull out the crystal and cast heat metal! I can't remember how much damage that fucking does.
48 at the caster level you told me it was on.
4d8? Okay.
I gotta double check the save and everything.
I'll
Yeah,
pull
she
up
put a
the...
wall of fire up, I believe, which he
Yeah.
probably wants to draw more line.
Well, yeah, go ahead and draw, like, where exactly you put it, Shell, because I don't know how
I will.
far you will.
I will the second I get back in my room.
Well,
Alright.
Virus, you're going to enjoy this.
Yeah?
There is no save.
Yep, it's just, make a con save to stop, or to drop the object if it can.
Yeah, if he's in contact with the object, he takes, and you had it at caster level fucking, you had it using a 4th level spell slot essentially, so this
Yep.
thing does 4d8.
Yep.
What? To burn him.
I know exactly what I did.
It's on
Oh.
burning.
Shadowfang is like, I'm so confused!
You're not the only one, Shadow. It's okay.
11, not bad.
Wah, wah.
That's my standard. Rudra really doesn't look hurt, so I'm not gonna do any of that.
In
Oh. They're
I'm concentrating on haste, which by the way
Yes.
is gonna have 5 rounds left. Remember,
Yes.
Rudra and Grum, you are hasted.
Oh, nice. I'm still hasted.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
5 more turns, and then unfortunately you're going to lose a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, this thing didn't get saved apparently, so it's just gonna go after Vranik every time. Because I can't remember where in the hell it actually went in the order.
That's fine. I'm at the end of the initiative, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, I can't remember where it is, so that's just what's gonna happen. Okay. So, again, some of the splintering that, like, happened to the arm, it kind of starts repairing itself and, like, the wood starts closing back together. And it is going to look down at you, Brudrin, and just start wailing on you. Yeah. Salad!
I'm trying to be good. So I'm drawing the thing.
Okay.
like
What's
the
your
sound of
AC
that.
currently, Brudrin?
20.
Okay. Oh my.
60 feet long.
Okay. So,
Shit.
it's kind of just pulling up its big, huge, like, metal fists and, like, trying to punch at you. The first one, you just kind of dodge underneath it. The second one, he tries to, like, go around for a right hook, and he starts, like, falling over, but he catches himself and actually manages to just uppercut right into you from the recovery. So, let's see here. You are taking... Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. 10 deeps. As he punches you in the face.
10?
Yep.
I can deal with 10 deeps.
Do-do.
Now, Saevrick, the only thing I can say now is.
A doot. Doot. Alright. Oh yeah. And then these things. These fucking things. Let's see
What the
here.
actual fuck is going on?
They're talking about punch out.
Mike Tyson punch out.
Hey, boys.
Okay. So you still just hear a lot of, like, Ariza, you're pretty much the only one, well, Ganal and Vranik can too. You guys can still hear, like, the banging away at the doorway back the other way.
Room, so I'm assuming she...
Oh yeah, Grum can. I didn't even see you there for some reason. You can still hear it. They don't seem to be making any headway, but you're not entirely sure because it's behind a giant wall of fire that just showed up. Alright. So, it is now... Brudrin!
Hi, it's me. Alright.
It's me!
It's me, brother. Alright, well, as you may know, I just got uppercut. That... Thank you for that. You know, that's amazing.
Ball.
I'm going to... So I'm holding my shield still, so I'm going to be using my battle axe, and I'm going to repeatedly smash that thing into bits.
Alright, go ahead and try to swing around the axe and maul it a bit.
Yeah, I'm just really, I'm praying for the roll gods to be with me.
Be merciful, roll gods.
That's
Alright.
okay.
Wonderful
I'll
dog.
take that. I shall take that every day.
You managed to catch into it a little bit with the first swing. Kind of breaks
Okay.
or chips off a bit of wood. Go ahead and swing again.
Oh yeah, I just noticed Show got booted out of roll 20.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That one it actually just brings up the metal bit and kind of like bats the axe away.
Wow. Okay. I have 3 attacks, right?
Yep,
3 or
so you get
4?
one
3.
more. One more.
Oh wow.
You kind of connect onto like its metal leg and it just doesn't seem to do anything and it just looks down at you. Like, really?
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do really. I'm not gonna bring it. I'm gonna stay because I'm still pushing him. But I still have my gust of wind pointing in that direction as well. So I'm gonna stay put.
Alright. So, it is now Grum!
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
One, the haze, that means it's doubled my speed, right? So I have
Yes.
16. And second, is Wall of Stone a bonus action or does it take up an action?
It is a
no,
action.
I'm sorry, not Wall of Stone. Ignore immune.
That's basically like you would activate it while you're doing the attack. I would count it as a free action.
Alright. So I'm gonna move up.
Whew! You guys see a very large half-orc lady just blur past you like the fucking Flash.
Shit, Grum.
And I'm gonna use Ignore Immune on him, which ignore damage resistant immunity on anything made of stone or metal.
Oh wow.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm gonna wheel on him.
You're attempting to wail on him, and he kind of just moves the leg out of the way of the first axe swing, and it just goes into the ground, but it cuts a fucking chunk in that ground. It kinda is on the back foot, it's still just moving its legs back out of the way of the swings. You finally end up connecting a little bit, and it takes a good chunk out of the metal. Like, it actually gets a pretty good gash. You're starting to splinter this thing's legs tremendously. It can't seem to dodge all the flurry of blows that you're aiming at it.
She has summoned her stand.
Stunnuga.
Yeah, I think that's quite a good game.
All right.
The ignore immune, is that like a one time? Or is
It's
that, like,
once per day. Like I'll say it does it for like all your attacks for the round, but it's a once per day.
Is it just for me or for now? Everybody?
It's just for you because it's essentially like your brain somehow clicks where the actual like weak points in a structure or like metallic structure is. So it just aims for that.
Oogie doogie. And that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. And Ganel!
And then 19.
Alright. You get the shot. Go ahead and roll the other deeps.
A naughty shot.
And how would you like to do your naughty shot?
Oh.
God damn it.
No,
I'm serious. How do you want this to go?
And so it starts.
I'd say that once Grum like cuts at the knee as he drops forward, just draw the arrow back, right through like where the neck would be at.
Yeah. Alright. So, as it's kind of like reeling and trying to regain its composure from Grum chopping at its legs the entire time, you pull back the bow shot and fire a shot. It goes right into where the chin would be for this, underneath the like armor plating. And you just see wood like splintering out everywhere as the metal pieces just kind of like crumble onto the ground.
Awesome. I'm so turned on right now.
Now it's as hard as one of his arrows.
Da 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 da. Alright. So, behind where this thing had been, aka about like right there, is another one of those pedestals that you've grown so familiar with.
Are we still hearing the banging?
Oh yes! The banging has not stopped.
I'm gonna say, we need to deal with them first, and then we can mess with the fucking pedestal. Followed by, and fuckaruku.
Agreed.
God damn it, Ganel.
He's not my god. I'll flat out say, he's like, it's not my god, my god's Godric, and it's probably the volcano, and I'm going to be very angry.
Oh, God. Okay. Arisa!
Yeah.
You're up. Now, mind you, I do believe that you have to maintain concentration for Wall of Fire.
Yeah, she does. So you have to use your one concentration action that you have, Arisa, to maintain the wall. This also means that if you cast any other spell that has concentration on it, you have to make a choice as to which you would keep going the next turn.
It'll immediately end the other concentration, I think.
Does it?
I believe so, yeah, because you have to concentrate to conjure it as well, I believe.
Yeah, it's nothing yet.
So I'm going.
Welcome back,
Shit, I don't
Shadow.
know. I'm going to. Let's see which one which.
You have bark skin.
Do I have that casted on me or no? I can't
Nope.
remember. Oh, well then fuck it. I want to cast Bark Skin because I was thinking if I had done that already and I couldn't remember. So.
Nope, your AC is still 12. You have not done jack diddly shit.
What does that do? I know it is can be less than 16, so yeah, Bark Skin.
Can you still hear sounds?
Can I still hear what?
You still hear sounds?
Yeah, there's still all the like banging around and stuff on the door.
Okay.
You also hear the roaring of fire.
I got a couple more shadows in me.
Okay, so Ariza is done. Vrennick! Hang on a second while you're figuring that out. Essentially, how you quote-unquote win at the game, Shadow, is when the story is completed. Which could be anywhere in between, like, just one adventure to friggin' years.
Or be like Critical Role and be running for 5.
That would be the years.
Yeah.
Yars.
So technically, there is no end unless everyone decides it to be so.
So, can I see through the flames if the door is still full or what?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception 13.
You think it is, but it's kind of hard to tell throughout the, like, wreathing fire. Because it's directly in front of the door.
I'm gonna burn a 3rd level spell slot to shatter.
Okay.
And like I said, this sound based. Just to see where I'm aiming.
God damn it, Saevrick.
This is not where I'm aiming. I'm just drawing it.
Yeah.
So I'm aiming the center point, so half of it's here and the other half goes through that way.
Okay. Is it a 10-foot, like?
10-foot radius.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, it covers quite the area.
Yes.
So I'm going to click it, but I'm actually using a higher level spell slot than it normally uses, so it's actually going to do 48, so just ignore the damage.
And we're trying to avoid that, Ivan.
You're here to see people fuck some shit up, Demonic.
29.
Whoo!
Dang, look at those rolls.
Yeah, that's what happens when I use the 3rd level spell shot on Shatter. DC 14 con save for half. If they are inorganic material, they get disadvantage.
Con save for half, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, if they're constructs, they're not going to be happy about this.
Yeah.
I also probably just blew the door off, because unintended inorganic material doesn't get a save.
What type of damage is it?
Sound. Sonic. Thunder, I guess.
Oh, thunder. Okay. I was like, wait, none of those are actual damage types.
Wait, no, it's force. It's force.
Is it force? It says thunder right there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is thunder. My bad.
I was like, wait a minute! It says it right there!
You can see that. I was like,
okay. So it's taking 29 total, or it's taking...
29. Oh. Everything inside the radius takes 29 apiece.
Okay.
Rip.
So, yeah, each individual target takes 29. This is what
hashtag donation goals.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually a really good roll on my shatter dice.
So let's see here.
That is almost maximum. That is literally 3 away from what the maximum could have been. Goddamn.
You used to hear some stuff coming from the other side of the door, and now...
Nah.
You know, you hear the distant sound of a dragon roar, because remember, my shatter sounds like a roar.
That's true.
Also, you probably hear a door explode.
Yeah, you do hear the door explode.
The door ain't stopping him now.
Yeah, the door ain't stopping him. You can kind of make it out behind the wall of flame. They're riddled with inspirational ideas for a writer. All right.
Like demonic, she would have been. Shell's been here. Shell's Ariza.
I'm not here for the most of the other streams though. Unfortunately. Dorgasm.
Oh god, I got him.
That's essentially what Bunkers and Badasses was, Mr. Kutsuko.
Yeah, he's saying that I should do that, and that would be all types of weird, trying to figure out the system for that. Guns and shit. Let's go play Shadowrun. No! Alright, so yeah, you guys can kind of see it now. There's like full plate mail, like just suits of armor on the other side of the door. They're a little bit shooken up, but they're not looking happy.
Yeah.
They also kind of have a red glow, like where the limbs should be.
We got about 2 armor here.
Okay. And now it is them. Okay. So, go ahead and roll the damage for the wall of fire there, Ariza.
I was just looking at that too. It is 5.
Well, you used the 4th
Can you roll 5d8 for me real quick? Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Clay. All these things come about.
Jesus.
Actually, wait.
Press F.
30.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna be back in a little bit.
She got her truck.
Ah, nice.
Also, they're welcome to hit me. I got an 18 AC. Bring it on, boyos. I will fight these motherfuckers in the goddamn head.
Would you roll her deeps?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I don't know what her save would be though. And
Is it 5d8 or is it 4d8? I think it's
She casted it at a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just been a while since I looked at it.
Let me check. I'll double check.
I got it right here. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, 4th level is the base. It's 5d8. You're right. You're fine. Okay. Ba-dum-bum.
Like I said, I'm not sure. They get a dex save
Yep.
and half on a success.
Well, okay then. Doo-doo-doo. So, it was 28 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one walks through it and immediately melts. Like, just completely disintegrates, melts. The second one walks through it and it's like the fire never touched it.
Frantic is literally gonna look at it and just go,
Come on! Get the kid there!
we're using the base Kotsuku, but I'm using the Unearthed Arcana Forge domain for my cleric side. I'm a cleric sorcerer, by the way.
Yeah, this is kind of a homebrew-ish campaign, Kotsuko, so there's gonna be some stuff that they get that isn't, like, strict manual stuff.
The part is core, though, yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna say, for the most part, it is just core stuff.
Yeah, for the most part,
one
it's just core.
I'm the only one using the Forge domain.
Alright, and this one's just kind of, like, staring at you, like, almost knowingly. Like, it doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
fine, I
guys.
still have vomit.
It's also about, or let's say, it's also about 10 feet in the air.
Would you guys hate me if I have to leave?
If you have to.
If you
I'm so
have
sorry.
to.
If I did, if I had known prior, I would have told you. But they're dragging me somewhere. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you just in the car.
Get in the car!
Dude,
Get to the chopper.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you.
Go! Go and try your
I love you
new
guys so
gang!
much. Catch me up later. I love you. Bye.
I'm happy for her. She needed
I
a
am too.
vehicle.
She needed one. Alright, so Brudrin.
Yes.
I'm
It's
gonna
you.
call out, by the way. There's one over here who wants to kill it.
Okay, so I got 50 speed, so that should bring me all the way here, and I'm gonna wail at that mother flipper.
So now the dwarf is 5 feet in the air. Or are you activating fly? Because I don't think you activated fly yet.
Oh, that's right.
Not
It's
for
in the
this
air, right?
dungeon, he has not. It is 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna activate fly,
Okay.
and I'm gonna wail on that monstrous thing.
I will say that it's a bonus action because you are haste, or it's gonna be one of your haste actions, so you're fine.
Yep.
So you only get your base 2 attacks. You won't get the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So the first one kind of just glances off of the armor. The second one, it kind of just brings up its shield and just bashes away the axe and is still looking at you like, you are nothing.
Bastard.
Bastard!
Bastard! Alright.
Alright.
That's it. I'm gonna just stay right in front of him. I'm gonna look at him right in the
Eye socket.
eye socket that he has.
Alright. So, Grum! It's you!
Well, I can javelin it.
Technically, I think you have a second Javelin of Lightning unless you gave it to someone.
Brudrin's got the second.
Ah, okay.
I can just like use regular javelin.
You could probably get to it, couldn't you?
Hey,
Well,
how's
she
it
has
going,
a
Game Master?
great axe. I don't know, would a great axe reach 10 feet up into the air? It doesn't have reach, but she's a big fucking woman.
Oh, like
Mm,
6.
it'd be like just shy.
Or I could like jump on Brudrin and then haul my and tackle him.
That would be
How
epic as
about
fuck.
that?
That would be
I'm also 10 feet in the air. FYI.
Oh shit!
Are you 10 feet or are you 5 feet?
Oh, 5 feet in the air. Yeah. Sorry. So if you can jump 5 feet, be my guest. I'll help you up.
I will say that you can attempt to with an athletics check. It won't be with advantage like you normally would, because this is going to be tricky, but go
Do it.
ahead.
Do it.
I don't know if I can.
Do it!
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
Roll
you can.
athletics!
Do it!
Fine.
Do it!
Do it!
There you go.
You managed to jump up and you're now like standing on the dwarf's shoulders, which Brudrin was not expecting. Cause how could he? The Flash basically just came by and leapfrogged onto his shoulders. Go ahead and make... You can make 3. I'll say that was like one of the haste actions, was to like try to jump.
Woohoo!
Okay, you managed to catch into the thing a little bit. It kind of seems to glance off slightly, but not as bad as usual.
Can I just toss myself to him? Since I'm already 10 feet, just as wait, is that so that armor is floating as well?
Yeah.
Can I just like bodily tackle him to the ground?
With
She
your...
wants to say happy birthday to the ground!
You can definitely try.
I want to bodily tackle him.
Oh dear God.
Go ahead and see if you can drag it down.
A Grum body
but-
slam.
That a strength check is I get advantage on that.
That would probably be an athletics check to, like, try to jump on it. Jump on it! Jump on it! Everybody! Jump on it! Boom! 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 Boom!
Rome's just like, swag. Yeah!
Okay.
John Cena!
How, pray tell, are you wanting to do this? Because I have a couple ideas, but I want to know if you have something in particular.
God, say, help me out. What's a nice wrestling maneuver of me jumping onto him?
Spear. You shoulder tackle it. So you hit it with your axe and you're just like.
No, I want to do like, you know how the wrestler when they're standing on the ring and then they do like a weird tackle thing onto the ground.
Oh, you want to do something like you could do a flying cross body, where you like turn sideways and literally hit your body in it and drag it down. Okay.
What?
Just gonna flying cross body the motherfucker.
Oh God, yes. All right. What does what mean, Shadow?
Want to hear all the details?
Yeah. First off, what does what mean, Shadow? And then we'll go into this. Okay.
I don't know. Can you guys hear anything? Because I can't.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. Do you not hear anything at all?
I heard it. I'm just making sure that, like, Big K can hear me.
Apparently Big K can't.
Big K lost sound.
Somebody type it in the...
Oh! A natural 20 is an automatic success, Shadowfang, and it usually means something spectacular happens. Likewise, a natural 1 is an automatic fail, and usually something stupendously bad happens. Okay, so you leap off the back of Brudrin's shoulders after witnessing your axe not really seeming to do anything. It tries to bring up the shield and you just body slam into it. It bashes the shield up against itself and you plummet down to the earth and bury him 5 feet into the ground.
Yes.
Vranix gonna clap.
Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and roll... Roll 2d10. Okay. So yeah, you plummeted into the ground and it kind of like buckles a little bit under the pressure. Okay, and
Vranix just clapped, like, nice job.
now it is Ganel. You didn't really see what happened, other than you saw Grum leap onto Brudrin, then leap onto the weird flying suit of armor, and it just went plummeting into the ground. When you walk over there, there is now a pit that it's just, like, stuck in currently.
I'm guessing it's prone now.
Yeah!
So there's no point me trying to shoot at it, so...
Where is Grum, by the way? Oh, is she... There we go.
I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna attack it with the short
Is it
sword.
still even moving?
It's trying to drag itself out.
Ooh.
So yeah, you go to stab into it. Go ahead and roll, yeah, that. What is that? Okay. So, Okay. You kind of stab into it and it kind of slightly glances off of it, but it's starting to just chip a lot.
I will use my free action to disengage.
Alright.
I got like 5 feet of movement left, so that's good.
Whoop.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Now it's time for me to do some nonsense with Ariza. Or we can just mark the red the shit out of her. But... Alright, what do we got here?
She's probably just going to maintain the wall of fire, I would think. She doesn't really...
Probably. Because there's not really much else that she could, in theory, do.
I miscalculated that. No, I don't have any movement. So I'm
Well,
right next to it.
okay. Yeah, disengage would still move you 5 feet, so...
Okay, well, that's good then.
Can't remember. What does this do?
Just want to be fair.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Sure. Since she's over there and she knows the rough area that it went to, she's gonna try to just move up and just chuck a fireball at it. Not like an actual fireball, but the other tiny fireball she has. Somehow she manages to miss. It like overshoots the art, or it overshoots the floor. Alright. So now it's this thing's turn as it kind of just works its way, or kind of like flies out of the actual hole. Go ahead and make an opportunity attack, Grum and Brudrin.
How do you?
You just
what do you
take
roll
a
for
swing.
Just normal attack roll.
Yep.
Well, okay
Crit
then.
damage, but otherwise it was cool.
Yeah, that's kind of sad crit damage.
Yeah, it is. But them rolls though.
Dim rules. Okay. So you managed to catch into it. It's really crumbling apart. It's not having a good time. So it looks at
It's alright.
it looks at you and it tries to just wail on you, Brudrin. Up in the air. Let's
Up
see
in the
here.
air.
Yeah, it's up in the air with you. Okay. It's not having any luck though. You're deflecting its attacks. It's too sluggish from all the like missing pieces it's got.
So the armor was able to fly up.
Yeah, it was able to fly up.
Alright, I did just get my turn, or it was my turn after the armor.
Oh shit, did I? Fuck.
That's fine. I can go after the armor, I don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Turn order wanted to hide you for some reason, so I was like, oh, it's Brudrin again.
So it's up in the air now fighting Brudrin, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, God, what do I want to do here? I'm gonna Sacred Flame it.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
And it's a deck save, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. You unleash Godric's holy flame upon it. The fire, lights it up and all the armor pieces just seem to, like, fall apart. They all clang down onto the ground. Cling, 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 cling. Ah, ah,
Oh
ah.
my god. Brainiac's just gonna sit down and go, fuck her. God damn. It's like really?
All right. So yes, you all can see the little pillar thing that you've seen in the other dungeon. Ganel, it's still enough time that you can see it. It does seem to have some type of like power within the thing, but it's also connected downwards, and it kind of shoots off in that direction currently. Sorry, that direction, because you can't see the ping over the darkness.
Relay that information.
Let's go ahead and put our crystals in the pedestal. The sooner we get out of here, the happier I'll be.
I'm into that.
All right. You are all free to move as you see fit currently.
Yay.
I'm gonna start moving towards that pedestal.
Me too, and I'm still flying, so.
Whee! All right. So, I'm assuming you all just pull out the crystal, insert into slot. Same deal as last time, yes. All right.
Yep, just pull out and stick it in.
Wait, actually, wait, before I do that. I want to make sure I grab my javelin and lightning first.
Seems fair.
And I go back.
How are you walking over it?
Oh, it's something wrong.
Because the javelin is here.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm just gonna walk down.
Okay. As you step on that little plate, you hear like the grinding and stuff like that of the gears, and then just kind of a stick comes out with what looks like something that should have been on the end of it, but it's kind of all jarred and messed up. And then you look down and remember that the suits of armor that you fried actually had a giant metal blade stuck in their side.
Derp, derp, derp.
Alright, so yeah, you grab the javelin and start heading back. God damn it, Canel. Alright.
Knowledge.
So you all insert the crystal into the thing. You feel the like surge of energy again. Ganel, you can actually see like the energy flowing out into everyone, and you also see the energy kind of dispersing in the direction of that away. Like it seems to be just once it like gets completed, it just kind of comes all the way back up through you guys.
Okay.
You also hear a very loud click coming from that way, everybody.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gotta love those clicks.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
we
what are you doing?
clean this place out. Want to go take a look at the rest of this place? Or should we
I'm
go
gonna look at
this?
these weapons.
I'll join Rum.
Yeah, I'll jump as well. I mean, weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm clearing all these drawings. Because Ariza would not have the firewall up still.
No.
Okay. So, what are you wanting to know in particular? Are you looking, like, for a specific weapon? Are you looking for something in particular? What are you doing?
I'm looking for a nicer great axe.
Same here.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna chill out like right here and just keep a watch.
Or anything that's like a good two-hander.
Does anybody have like detect magic by any means?
I could do it as a ritual.
Yeah, as I'd say, he could detect magic. You have identify that you can just...
Yeah.
I know all magic!
Table.
I will do detect magic as a ritual.
Okay. So, you're prepping that and kind of like dealing with that. The rest of you are searching. Go ahead and do... If you're looking for like fine things, do a like investigation. If you're just looking for like a particular type of weapon, do a perception.
I'm looking for any battle axe or great axes.
By the way, when I do get detect magic off, it's a 60-foot cone, and I will sweep the fucking room.
Okay.
Hey, look at those perception rolls.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just... I know Grum's looking for a better... Or just like another two-hander, like an axe or whatever. What are you looking for, Brudrin?
Same thing, a battle axe or a great axe.
Okay. And... Ganel, what are you looking for?
Either short sword, dagger, or arrows.
We are number one. Hey, thanks for the sub there. Can't see who it is because my screen sucks, but thanks much, whoever you are. All right. So you're looking for what again? Sorry, I got cut off by we are number one.
Short swords, daggers, or arrows.
Okay.
We are number one.
The first two magical. Otherwise, I don't care about the arrows if they're magical or not, because I'm practically out of just regular arrows. So.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do it this way. Grum, you do manage to find a couple of, like, great axes and, like, mauls and stuff like that. You're not sure if they're better than yours. They definitely look functional, and they look very, like, well-made, but you're not sure that they're more well-made than your current one that the person said was so fantastically made.
No, I'm using the one now that I yanked from the armor. The shiny one.
None that are better than that. At least not that you can tell. Brudrin, you managed to find some battle axes and great axes as well. They all look well made. But you're not sure if any of them are like special or anything like that.
Do I see Brannick cast a ritual to detect
He's
magic?
currently chanting in like like doing motions and stuff like that slowly. Also about like 30 seconds into your searching around, you just stop for like 6 seconds. Like you're just stopped in time.
Okay.
And then you come back. Haste wore off.
Oh.
Grum too. They both just freeze in time for a second.
Also, I just want to say that I actually deactivated the gust of wind, FYI, or else it should be kind of.
Hey, how's it going, Vault Hunter? Yes, I do remember you. All right. And yes, the armor is dead. Oh, hey, Austin's here too. I've been having to look stuff up, so I haven't had a chance to look at chat very much. All right. Ganel, you do manage to find a couple short swords and some daggers. They seem well made enough. You do manage to find a good quiver full of arrows, though.
Okay, I can identify these, so I could tell fairly certain whether they were magical when I got them, right?
Yeah, you'd like pick it up and be like, identify! And the stuff you're picking up doesn't seem to have anything special about it. Like, you use the crystal and it's just short sword.
Okay, that's cool. I want to take one of the short swords and how many arrows to it.
Yeah, it was hectic last night. So hectic. Alright, so you take the short sword and you take the arrows. Good, good. Good, good.
How many arrows would that be?
60.
60. Got it.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So you're all searching around. Brannick finally completes the ritual. As far as you can tell, Brannick, there is no more magic stuff in this room.
I'll just tell people, I'm like, nope, there's nothing magical in here.
What about the one the shiny one that took from me?
I'll take a look at her axe that she's holding.
Well, it would have come up.
I was like, I'll just shake my head, nope.
What is it, 60 feet you said?
It's actually 30, I just make a circuit around.
Oh, it's 30, okay.
So I would literally just walk around the room and look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we want to go down this hallway then.
Let me reveal here. The door that had been over on like that hallway is now just gone.
Sorry about that. Kind of blew it off its hinges.
Oh no no no! not that door. There had been a door down at the end of this corridor, and it's just gone. Like
Sure.
it's open.
Oh, that was the click.
Let's go investigate. Just
Let's
be
go.
careful.
Are we going to like an order?
You can go into whatever order you want. Sure.
I'm going to watch them.
Yeah, Grum and I were gonna take. Oh,
Oh,
it's just corridors.
corridor.
There's a
I'm
door
gonna
at
go
the
to-
end of that one.
I'm gonna go to the bottom. Or the
Okay.
right.
So far, everything seems fine. So far, so good. You see more of a corridor? Dut, 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 dut.
I'm assuming the party is following. The party is following me out.
Not all of them.
Well, can I get else following?
I'm coming with you.
I'll start coming around the corner now.
And I'm assuming
Okay.
Ryza is tagging along.
Yeah, it would rise to be following with
Yeah, Ryza would be tagging along. I have to reveal things and I can't drag her.
Yeah, it's fine. You want to give control over to me? I'll move her.
Sure. Let me do that real quick. Come on. There you go. You should be able to do stuff now. Come on, friggin' thing. There is a rather large chest.
By the way, I am maintaining my concentration. It lasts 10 minutes for detect magic. I don't see
Yep. Oh, when you get to let's see here. Where is it? Ah, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Ruler! There you are. When you get to about like there, you can detect massive amounts of magic.
Actually, I wouldn't be able to for the stone stops.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, as soon as you come around the corner, just
I'm
bah!
just gonna stop and go, there is something going on with that, because that thing is blinding me with magic right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much like dealing with.
Magic.
You pretty much hit almost like a wall of force.
Alright, is there a lock on the chest?
Doesn't appear to be.
Alright, I'm just gonna open it.
All right. You pop open the chest, and there seems to be quite a few odd little things in it.
Alright. Go into it.
Like,
There appears to be some type of like blue cloak that doesn't actually have a clasp. Like it has clasp, but it looks like it's missing something to actually connect them together. You see a full set of plate mail with just a slot in the center of the chest piece. You see a battle axe with the blades looking in the shape of wings that also has a slot in it. You see a circlet that has many gems aligned with it, but an empty spot right in the center. And then you see an amulet, which kind of just looks like it's made out of stone, but there's a slot in the center of it too.
I
Gosh,
have a feeling you put your crystals there.
Yeah.
There is also a ring. Just
So there
a
are
ring.
5 items.
There are 5 items and then a 6th random item that does not seem to be missing anything.
Okay, I'm gonna say, let me take a look at the ring.
I want you to take a look at all the items.
Well, I'll start with the ring because it's not missing anything. So I'm gonna make an arcana. Is the ring magical, first of all?
Yes. It's a little bit, like, hard to tell through all the other magic because the other stuff is overpowering.
Okay, so on the ring, I got a 19 for my arcana.
You can tell it has something to do with spells, but you're not entirely sure what.
I'm gonna hand it to Canal. Yeah, bro.
Can I identify it?
King. It is a ring of spell storing.
And it read it back over.
I'm assuming you're gonna tell me that's a ring of spell storing.
It is a ring of spell storing.
Alright. Do your identify thing on the rest of this, because it's all fucking blinding me. See if you can tell anything.
Can I tell anything about any of this stuff?
You go to identify it, and it seems really, really hazy. You can tell that there's a lot of power stored in these things. And you can kind of tell who they were, like whose they were, but you don't know anything about how they work.
Well, at least give each item to who it belongs to, then.
Right.
The circlet was actually forged by Uranus. The cloak was forged by Katoon. The amulet was forged by Aruku. The axe was forged by Baldur. And the plate mail was forged by Godric.
Well, plate mail for me!
Right?
So, ring of spell storing requires attunement. So once I'm attuned with it, I should know what spells are stored in it.
Yes.
I'm gonna put it on and start
I don't
working.
really like this game much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just as I go.
Gonna attune to it in the evening.
Okay.
It's apparently gonna hold 1d6 minus 1 levels of spell storage, possibly. And then, how many levels of spells can this thing store normally? Okay, it can store up to 5 levels worth of spells.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna probably pack this thing later.
Alright. Are you guys doing anything else?
So I have a weird suit of plate mail.
Yes.
A circlet.
Rum got an amulet, Bergeron got an axe.
And Arisa got a cloak.
Yes.
God. Oh my god. I'm just gonna be sitting there like holding this thing up behind me going,
So the big question... Ah! Noise!
well, we already are their avatars, Ivan, so
Yeah.
They didn't ring the message.
we're probably gonna become their mortal champion.
But okay. Are you guys doing anything with them, or are you doing anything else while you're in here?
I'm gonna put my crystal in
Yeah.
that amulet.
I'm curious to try it myself.
Yeah, me too.
Ariza's probably going to do the same thing, because it oddly enough looks like the clasps go around her crystal. Like that's what holds it together. So she kind of pulls the cloak over, pulls the crystal up in between or like puts it into one side, clasps on that, and then the robe just starts appearing like flowing water.
Ooh!
Nice.
I'm not gonna put the armor on, but I'm gonna put my crystal in the center and see what happens.
Oh yes, the armor also has Godric's symbol emblazoned upon the chest around where the like slot is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so who wants to actually go first with all this other nonsense?
I'll go last. I'm gonna wait till everybody else does their shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna do mine first then.
So, Brudrin,
I'm excited.
you like It doesn't look like the crystal should be able to fit because it looks like it's too small of a slot for it. But like once you bring it towards the actual opening, the opening just kind of like opens up and consumes the crystal within it. And you kind of feel like a bit of a faint breeze coming from the axe.
You walked into it.
Nice.
It kind of seems to have just like a slight, very, very faint gust coming from it at all times.
When I see that happen, I'm gonna say, Brudrin, do me a favor. Can you access anything in the crystal still?
I'm gonna try and access the crystal power.
Well, I'm saying, like, you can gust, right?
Yeah, you still have a couple uses of gust. Now, where are you aiming it?
Aim it towards the chest. Away from everybody else.
I'm gonna aim it away from anyone else.
Alright, so you like try to summon the gust of wind towards the wall with the axe like extended. It seems to be having a bit of trouble like activating from within it, but after like a moment or two it does shoot out.
Nice. Okay, so I can use the axe to access my crystal power.
And you get the crystal out.
What?
If the other temples are like this one, we need to be able to get the crystal out and put it in the pillar. Get the crystal out.
Oh, can I grab it out?
You go to like reach for the crystal and almost as if it's reading your thoughts, it kind of just like reopens up and kind of like levitates the crystal into your hand.
Perfect! Good to know.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna leave it in my weapon. I'm gonna put it back.
It's the item equivalent of a meth addict. The robe, for Kotsuko, the robe doesn't appear to actually be like bee water, because it's not leaving water all over the place, but nobody else has really tried to touch it, so nobody really knows. But okay, so Brudrin has that going. Gunnell or Grum, do you want to go next?
Go ahead, you know.
Sure, okay.
Okay. Gunnell, kind of the same thing, like the slot doesn't really, it seems kind of small for it, but it seems to like extend a bit, actually like just consume the crystal and then shrink back down where it's just a glittering gem in the circlet.
Yeah, you can put it on. Yes.
Okay.
Just gonna leave it on.
Alrighty. What else we got?
Grum, are you gonna try to put your crystal in the amulet?
Of course.
And then wear it.
I jam it in. Oh no, I do it gently.
Eh.
Holy crap. So, Virus, apparently plate mail requires a strength of 15, and if you don't have that, it will only, all it does is reduce my speed by 10 feet.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'll be able to move 20 feet around, which is slightly slower than Brudrin, but I'll have an AC of 21.
Oh, that's nice.
So Grum!
The fucking cleric.
Grum. You same type of thing happens, you like put the crystal into the center of the amulet, it kind of like extends itself into like almost the shape of a house for a second and just consumes the gem and it's now a glittering gem in the heart of the amulet.
That's all my stuff there for the jobs. I have to get home and do it. It's not nice. Jeff just wants to stay and do it. I'm like, yeah.
Your skin tone also kind of takes on like a little bit of a more like stony appearance.
Ooh. I started looking at myself like, oh.
I'm gonna say.
Also-
it's gonna take me a minute, guys.
Yeah. Also, for everyone else besides Ganel, when Ganel puts the circlet on, he starts looking a bit more... What's the right word? He starts looking a bit more... wise.
He suddenly gets like that air of like knowledge and knowing and kind of thing going on.
Yes.
Okay. He's old man.
He is in fact Deckard Cain.
Alright, Myers, before I put the crystal in, I'm actually going to take my scale mail off
Okay.
and put the plate mail on.
Okay.
The plate mail by itself is better than what I'm fucking.
Yeah. You're kind of struggling around with it because it's heavy. You're like, locking it in. They don't know, Son Lorraine. They don't know. It's a mystery.
I've updated my AC, and when I get the armor fully on and kind of adjust to it, I'm gonna put the crystal in.
Sorry.
Okay. You get it all,
Don't wait.
you put it on and like put the crystal in. It kind of like comes in, and the crystal actually has a faint like fiery glow on it.
Which you can't.
Look at me.
I'm going to try to activate.
Also, you still had you had daylight going on it still, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on to it too long.
The entire armor is radiating with it.
It's not for me, so like, I don't care, you know?
So apparently I'm
And I care for
blinded by the light.
Blinded by the light. Also, the armor doesn't feel heavy to you once you get the crystal in and have it on.
So is my speed reduced?
You try moving around, and you're moving around like you were in the chainmail. Scale mail, same thing.
Huh. I'll take my 30 speed. I'm happy with that.
Right.
But it still wasn't funny.
All right. So what all are you doing now?
I might just want to wait it out.
Do you guys
I
keep
think
searching?
it's-
Or?
Well, I think it's time to get. I think it's time to get out of here.
I like that idea.
I want to search more.
Screw Ruku.
You're like, I'm so done with fucking Uruku.
What do we see here? I'm following Grom.
There is a door. Down is just an empty corridor.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Wait,
You're gonna
there's
open
no
the door?
right there?
I don't know why, I just snapped. Like,
You open the door.
Happens.
There's just a room with some chests in it.
What it is.
Ooh.
Alright,
Alright. I'm not gonna open it yet just in case there's traps.
For weed.
Custom
and,
armor,
you know,
Kotsuko.
I'll be around 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm still fucking waiting on her. She's not answering her phone. She's not.
All right.
I don't know what to do.
So you're opening the chest, Grum?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said
You
she was out of state or
find-
something. She's like, I'll be back
Go ahead and do a
7:30,
perception real
I don't
quick.
know.
Or did you already?
I don't know.
Not yet.
So, she
I'll
never-
bring my detect magic into the room as well. Actually, no, it would have worn off by now because it probably took me 10 minutes to get the fucking plate mail.
Yeah, it would have. Grum, you mainly just see like a lot of like
I can't get on
It was
her.
7:30.
kind of like smithing tools and like just materials.
I'm sorry, what now?
Smithing tools and materials are in the
She knows
chest.
what I want. I mean, she's just not answering.
Yeah, it's true.
Set up some water out here.
I don't know what's the smithing.
I am
Oh, well, that's yours now.
Thank you.
She was texting me though from where. Hacker.
What is it called? Does already have some smithing tools?
It's just another set. You don't even necessarily like have to take it. It does look very, very nice.
Yeah, I'll take it for sure.
She's going to the river tonight.
Alright, I'm gonna go down the other
Fucking medicine today.
there's one other hallway.
That green. That. And it's got my blue collar.
All right. So what else you guys doing? Brudrin, are you grabbing like all the materials as well, or just?
Well, what's in there?
What?
It mainly just looks like some, you know, ores and ingots and like a blacksmith hammer.
That guy's hacking.
I'm not gonna grab that.
Me too.
Okay.
Any money or anything?
And I died.
Doesn't look like it.
Alright, no, that's it. I'm gonna move down.
Okay.
Go meet my buddy Brannick.
Was I outside with it today? So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like, they got.
Should we get out of here, or are we actually?
Are you guys all just leaving?
Grove, if you're done exploring, yeah, I think it's time to go.
I'm still exploring. I wanna see what my temple holds secret.
Well, we already went down the one row, so all that's left is down here.
What's this one?
It's just a grate. It looks like something had been standing on it because it's kind of bent and worn, but
I'm gonna check out this.
there is a door over here.
Which one?
Ah, mouse, stop freaking out. Yeah, right there.
Alright, I'm gonna open. This is my birthday! What does he have for me, Temple?
Alright, so
like,
you...
Oroku like's been a bitch to us. I'm gonna take everything he's got.
Loot his home.
You open the door. There's like a little room over here. And you can kind of see the fire from it. There's like a forge in there.
Alright, let me just go out and I'll let you know when I'm outside.
Well, obviously we got nothing to forge with.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Alright, well, obviously we got nothing to forge with, so...
Well, there was a blacksmith hammer in thing up in the chest. But do we have anything that we can smith with? Like, I mean,
you could always try.
Ooh,
It kind of looks like it hasn't been used in some time.
alright, well, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab the
There's a
smithing
door there.
hammer.
I'll open it.
More hallways.
After you, Grum.
Yes, let me go first.
Okay.
I'll take the brunt.
So you're just grabbing the smithing equipment, Brudrin?
Yep. And I'm gonna go back to the forge and what do I need to do to try and see if I can do anything with it?
Well, what were you going to try to make?
I have a jar of lard.
No, like what were you going to try to make? Like, I'm curious, what did you want to try to make?
I don't know. I mean, like, in my head, is there a way that we can upgrade a weapon or something?
Yes, can you upgrade my weapon?
It'll take time.
You could potentially try to, but you know, because you are actually like trained in smithing, that it takes a fuck ton of time. and energy and resources.
Alright, well... Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. But... Yeah. At least I have... at least we know that there's a potentially a nice forge in here that we can use.
Yeah, you got, just so that you know what you picked up, you got a couple of adamantine ingots and a couple of adamantine ores. Like some that's already, like, the ingots are already, like, processed and everything and just need to be melted down.
And we ain't coming back here for a while, brother.
Yeah.
Smithing is something you generally would do in downtime situations, like if we have a break between adventures, you would spend some time smithing, improving armor, stuff like that.
Okay, so 2 ingots and 2 ores, you said?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Is there any doors in here, or is it just...
Nope, it's open.
That's where we came from.
Yep, this is the stairs out.
Oh!
Well, I'm taking out of here.
Alright, so you all leave. Malik is kind of just chilling out at the entrance, just playing his new nifty lute. And just, you're back! That was a while.
I'm gonna ask him if he feels weird. Because the last time we left him, he felt
I'm
weird.
still feeling a bit off, but I've been getting better each day.
Well, you better because there's tails for you to make.
Tails!
I love my wonderful, like body slam on that arm.
Yeah. Alright, he pulls out his paper and is like eagerly writing down everything like, yes, good.
I'm gonna call over to Berger and I'm like, your turn, sir. Get over here and help me navigate to your wonderful temple.
That is very cool.
I think we need to rest first.
Or we're gonna rest on the way, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about like 2/3 of the way through the day.
Yeah, we'll get...
Also, Malik kind of got caught up in that, and then he like stops for a second after you finish, and he's like, "Those are magnificent pieces. What are those?
I know. That's right.
I've never seen anything like those before."
I'm looking in like my armor, the axe.
Yes, and that, and he points to Ariza with just flowing water basically coming from her shoulders.
Well, given that the crystals are involved in all of these, I have a feeling they're some sort of divine items. That's my guess. Even Ganal, with his ability to determine magical properties, couldn't figure out what the hell these things are all about yet.
That's most intriguing.
I will say, however, Malik, that this armor is really light for plate mail. I'm trained to wear plate mail. This stuff does not feel like plate mail.
Oh. That's amazing. I've never tried wearing heavier armor because it just doesn't suit me. It's really not a good idea to wear heavy armor out on the sea, you know.
Yeah, you kind of would sink.
Yeah.
I'm typically not strong enough to wear heavier armor, but this stuff is not messing with me.
Doppelbard.
And he seems to just be like exuding like wisdom. Weird.
Yes, he does look more knowledgeable since last I've seen him.
I don't know how you judge that.
It's it's in your mannerisms.
Yeah. You're carrying yourself a bit more like, you know how those like really well-learned nobles carry themselves? Because they like
their ass?
Something like that, yeah. It's like you've got that, except for that you don't act like you've got a stick up your ass.
Ah.
You've got the like I'm knowing but humble thing.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Well, let's me and Brudrin start navigating towards what is it, Baldur's Gift?
Yes. Baldur's Sight, actually.
Yeah, Baldur's Sight. I have it written down here.
Gift is the town.
Yeah. So but when it's time to make camp, you know, I'll spend my time attuning to the spell rate.
Now the big question is, are you guys going to be going over the plains, or are you going to be going along the road?
Road might be safer, but plains might be faster, I would guess, from the look of it.
It was about like a quarter day to get to the road. So you'd get to road and then camp, essentially. But then it'd be just go down the road and then cut off later.
You want to do that? Just go down the road, guys? Might be safer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I only have like 2 rage left.
Oh, Shadow, it's we lost a player, so there's just
An empty space, yeah.
I'm gonna say, Grum, any idea what your medallion's doing other than making you look like you're made of rock?
I don't know.
Grum is now the Rock. Wrestling moves included.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can you smell?
What the Grum's cooking?
She's gonna pick them up and just Grum bottom them, just.
My ego takes up 2 spots.
I have a feeling like after.
Oh. You have a feeling after what?
We might learn about it if we get contacted by our gods tonight when we sleep.
If you roll a good insight.
Although I'm afraid for Ganal dealing with Uranus, because Uranus will probably be like, oh, you have my circlet. This ought to be great.
We're snarky. Snarky banters.
By the way, Ganal, while we aren't going to kill Uranus, I am not begrudged about punching him repeatedly.
I would
Well,
like
first,
to
let's punch Haruka first.
Yeah, fuck Haruka.
Yeah, Haruka needs a good slapping, punching, and various other.
Yeah.
I need a good insight roll because I really want to punch him. I want to hit him in the fucking face.
Alright, so we're gonna head towards the road and then camp.
Okay. So you go ahead and do a perception roll real quick. Perception check from everybody.
Ooh.
Nah.
Except for Brannick.
I'm too busy being blinded by my glowing armor.
Yeah. By the way, much
full
like...
plate includes like a fucking helmet.
Yeah, it's not on the inside of the helmet. It's on the outside.
But yeah, it'll still mess with my eye holes.
Amazingly, it doesn't affect your vision. It's bright, but it doesn't seem to, like, block any vision.
Is it, like, lasting longer than it ought to?
It lasts about as long as it normally would.
Okay, when it goes out, I am going to attempt to use it again without touching the crystal with my hand.
You think about using it and you're like trying to get it to, you know, click on for a little bit, and it takes a second, but it does kind of like spark back on.
Okay, it just takes more effort.
You don't know, because you're using something that you're not familiar with.
Well, I meant, like, to me, it's like, okay, this took more effort.
Yeah, it took more effort.
Okay.
Oh god, no.
Please, no. No, solid.
No. Not even. Don't even joke. Hashtag too real.
The last thing we need is Ganal just be like, we're gonna build a wall. It's gonna be the greatest
Hey,
wall.
I can make a wall.
Alright.
Shit! Gro can fucking build a wall! Ganal be like the politicians, they're like, we're gonna build a wall.
We're gonna make Haruka pay for it.
Goblins pay for it.
Okay. So you all make it to the road. You all make it to the road. You take a small, or you like start setting up camp. Malik starts creating the dome again. And just,
Thank you, Malik.
I figure this is much safer. Nobody can get through this. He sets up that, and you all kind of, I'm assuming, just start heading to sleep, or...
Oh, I'm gonna attune to the Ring of Spell Storing.
Yeah.
I'm also going to see how I feel laying down in the armor.
Also, I will say that you all, like, have the, like, mental fortitude to know you're going to have to attune to these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You can attune to both.
I'm going to attune to both, but I am going to lay down in the armor and see how it feels.
It feels oddly comfortable.
I'm going to sleep in the armor. We're going to see what happens. If I can sleep in fucking full plate, I'm going to be happy.
Did you see my message?
Damn it, Saevrick.
Also, I will be terrifying because I'm going to be this dragon man inside of big, bright, shining ass armor.
Hey, at
Yep.
least now we know when he's trying to jerk, we hear it.
God damn.
How do you even know my anatomy works that way?
Oh, God. Welcome back, Ray.
Also, we get to level up when we sleep.
Yes.
I'm going
So,
to,
is anyone doing anything else before they go to sleep?
I'm gonna be attuning to my my new
other
act.
than the,
Yeah.
Other than the
Also-
attuning.
No, I'm not gonna do anything else. But I'm gonna need to add it to my equipment, and I don't know where to put it.
Yes, you would just put it underneath equipment, and for now, it functions like a battle axe.
Okay. All right.
by the way, for my hit points, I'm actually going to roll.
You're gonna roll? Ah,
Try it
okay.
out. So here's my hit point roll.
Oh boy. Whoo!
Just 1 point below average, that's fine.
That's not terrible. Anyone else rolling for HP, or are they just dealing with it?
Okay, what's the difference?
You can either take the average, which you're a D10, I think, so you get either... I think it's
He
6.
He gets half plus 1, so he gets 6 plus, is Colin say.
Wait, is it 6? I think it may be, Yeah, it is 6. It's 6.
Yeah, it's half of the die plus 1. So, like,
Yeah.
for me, it would have been a 5.
So you would get, like, 6 plus con modifier, or you can roll a D10 and hope for higher.
I decided to roll just to see for the hell of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. So what? It's 1d10.
What's your
Yeah.
Constitution?
1d10 plus Constitution, which is 3.
Doo-doo. Ah!
See, that's when the negative happens.
Yeah,
That's bad.
That's a little
5
bad.
ain't that bad. You got a lot.
yeah. Grom, are you taking the average, or are you rolling? This
I'm
is
taking,
the average? Alright.
yeah.
Ganel?
I'm
Yeah,
taking
because her
some-
average was like fucking 10.
Yeah.
Is this before the plus 2? Because I get a plus 2 to my stats.
If you add plus 2 to your con, you will get 1 extra hit point per level. So you'd get 8
Yes.
extra hit points. So you would get 10, and then you'd essentially get 8 more because you bumped your con up.
Also, Brudrin, you're going to get 2 extra stat points to put wherever the hell you want.
Okay.
Nothing can go over 20, though. Alright. So that's all taken care of because Ganel, I think, is going for average?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, everyone roll insight.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. That doesn't sound good.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Ah, fuck you, Arubu.
You really wanted to punch Shiruku in the face, did you?
Oh. Okay. Okay. And Vranik.
Yeah, hold on. I was adding spells. One second.
Ah, no worries.
I had to add my domain spells.
Your domain.
Yeah, because now I have heat metal as a domain spell.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
Okay. So we're gonna do this in order then. So you all go to sleep. Ganel, you're kind of just trancing out, looking at the dome. And suddenly, guess who's in front of you? Ah, yes. Good, I see you found my possession, we'll say.
Yes. Not
It
quite
will
sure
be-
what it does yet, but
It will be most useful. Matter of fact, hang on here for a second. I am going to put up the Be Right Back screen so I can Alt-Tab without anything being weird, and I'm going to pull up what I have written down in my notes, because apparently Roll20 didn't want to actually save it. Oh, that's not the Be Right Back screen. Stupid thing. Meh. Where is it? There it is. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Accursed thing! You will work, you stupid piece of garbage. There we go. Come on. Ah, damn it. I knew it had it somewhere. Okay. Alright. Let's get this back to where it should be. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bop. Okay. So, you're doing that. So, how do you feel?
supposedly I look wiser. Don't know if I feel wiser.
Ah, yes, good. It is working.
I suppose it's going to end up taking me over, is it?
Oh no, nothing of that sort, unfortunately. But it will become useful in time.
And I suppose I can divulge some information on what it is exactly.
See, that would be... I suppose that would be fair, seeing as how it's going to prove most useful in your endeavors to amuse me. For now, suffice it to say that you will become more wise, and currently, until you learn to adjust to your newfound, and he again air quotes the shit out of this, avatar status, you will be able to see through the falsehoods of magic greater and prevent magic much more easily.
Prevent magic?
Ha, I did not get where I was simply by knowing where things were or what things were. One has to have some type of use in combat. Particularly in my situation. But if there is nothing else that I can divulge currently because your brain is still not capable of it yet, then I will bid you good day. And he goes to start reaching for your forehead.
I won't flinch from it. All I'm going to do is look up at him and be like, and perhaps next
Motherfucker.
time you can actually tell me what this evil is that I'm supposed to be facing.
Boop! And he touches your forehead and you just wake up in the morning.
How I figured.
Deckard Cain here. Alright. So first and foremost, you can cast Arcane Eye twice a day. Essentially, you can... How does that say? You can essentially, like, create a weird, like, sensor eye that's invisible that can see in 360 directions and move it out. It's a scouting tool.
Noise.
I'm also slightly changing the actual spell itself. Your movement of it is going to be a bonus action. The ring should have a curse that makes people talk like Deckard Cain. That's great. You can also cast Counterspell as a 5th level spell twice a day.
It's still just a reaction, right?
Yeah, it's still just a reaction.
That's what I figured. It's Counterspell.
Just a word of warning, people. I'm ditching Cure Wounds, the touch spell that cures, because now I have Prayer of Healing.
Doesn't that take, like, a minute?
Prayer of Healing? No.
I can't remember what Prayer of Healing does.
It's an AoE heal.
No, I know that, but I was like, wait a minute. Prayer of Healing. It takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I still have Healing Word.
Just a reminder, I was like...
Yeah, no. I got it so I can get multiple people healed in a pinch. I
It
don't
takes
like
10
touching
minutes,
people.
though.
Yeah.
I've still got healing at the ranged one.
Okay. And now, Brudrin. You're sleeping peacefully, when suddenly you just kind of almost halfway wake up on a cloud. And there's a dwarf just perusing over some tomes. And just, good, it's about time you showed... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's about time you showed up.
Hey.
I see you got me fucking axe.
Yes, I sure have it, yes.
Well, don't you have a fucking shit-eating grin on yourself?
What is it? What is that axe? Tell me.
Well, that'd be no fucking fun. You're supposed to be my avatar, and I'm the fucking god of sight.
All right.
You need to fucking learn.
I'm going to take a shot at him with my new axe.
You attempt to go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. You attempt to swing at him, and then he just somehow appears behind you. And he just kind of closes the tome and is like, Are you really gonna be that fucking ungrateful, you son of a bitch?
Well, tell me what it does. Tell me how I need to learn from it.
God, why'd my avatar have to be such a fucking dunce? What the fuck do you think it does?
Nice.
Alright, you go swinging at him, and it kind of like digs into his skin a bit, and he just looks at you and like... It looks like it digs into his skin. Go ahead and roll another d20. Or actually, no. What is it? Yeah, roll another d20 real quick. Oh, no. Never mind, you were fine. Okay. It digs into his skin a bit, and he kind of just like... I didn't want to have to do this. And he kind of just like reaches out a hand and just... You suddenly go skyrocketing up into the air.
Okay.
You take... Let me see here.
You're gonna take damage while you're dreaming.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just get blasted and take about 20 bludgeoning damage as you go skyrocketing up into the air. As a wall of force wall of wind just literally erupts in front of him.
Wow. Rip.
You're falling, and instinctively in your mind, you just, like, without even thinking about it, you kind of just say some words, and you suddenly stop falling so fast. You're having a very similar, like, reaction to when Malik said he got you at the top of the water temple, or I should say Katoon's temple.
Okay. So I'm flying in my dreams.
No, you're not flying. You're just descending slower.
Oh, okay.
You, like, land a bit, or you land softly on the cloud again, and he's... There's one fucking part. I showed you the other fucking part too, you goddamn idiot.
Then show me. I want to learn.
I already fucking showed you. God, you're a dunce. Get the fuck back to Earth, and he just, like, pushes you down with a gust of wind, and you wake up on the ground as you, like, bounce off of the ground.
Dwarf god is best god, yes.
Dwarf god is... you wake up, and you are 17 HP less than your max.
What?
Like, not max lowered, like you took 17 damage as you were waking up because you got slammed into the fucking ground.
Alright, well, I'm unconscious.
You don't get to start the day at maximum hit points like the rest of us.
Just...
Well, because I got 20 damage while dreaming as well.
Yeah, you managed to kind of heal that up, but you weren't expecting ground slamming. Come on and slam, and welcome to the motherfucking jam, apparently.
Okay, so I'm like...
Okay. So, with the startling revelation of the fucking ground, you realize that you can cast Wind Wall once per day, but it deals 5d8 bludgeoning damage.
It deals to the opponent or to me?
Whoever walks through the wall.
Okay.
Or whoever's there, like, in the spot that you spawn it, and then Wind Wall basically blocks projectiles in a fucking huge radius.
It's twice a day?
Once a day.
Once? Okay. And
you
can
also...
you give me the damage again?
5d8 bludgeoning. Also, if you go to the compendium on Roll20 and just look up Wind Wall, you'll have access to the spell. Just, like, put it somewhere, like, put it under spells. So that you know what it's doing. You also have Featherfall, pretty much at will.
Featherfall is important.
It is important.
Now really you can't ever get hurt from falling.
Yes.
You can be a base jumping dwarf.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
What a pity that the healer dumped his healing spell, isn't it?
So, can you tell me how many hit points I have left now? So, was I healed all the way back?
You took 17 points of damage, basically.
Okay.
Alright. And now, Vranik! Vranik. You're sleeping in your spiffy new armor, when suddenly you just seem to, like, wake up sitting in a field with that guy just looking at you. The fucking dragon-looking motherfucker.
I'm gonna look up and go, this is really nice armor.
Ha! Yes! Yes, you found it!
Also, I have a question for you, Godric. If I may.
Yes!
Two, actually. Oh, several, but let's start. First of all, is Aruko as annoying as I think he is?
Yes. He kind of just, he looks to like kind of, where? Yes.
Okay.
Even more so than Uranus, he is full of himself.
Oh.
But his craftsmanship cannot be denied. He was the one who helped to forge all those, and he points at your armor.
Can you give me any information about this? Because, I mean, it's really comfortable, and I'm not the strongest dragonborn out there.
Yes, 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 of course, of course, of course. You see, now, you have access to some of my, or even more of my latent power. He kind of just says that and stares at you. With like a smile on his face. That doesn't fucking help.
No offense, Godric. I'm curious. Out of curiosity, since you were an adventurer before you became a god, what were you? Were you like a wizard or a warrior?
I have been a great many things. I dabbled in the spell arts, but mostly I was a servant of Bahamut.
Oh, paladin.
Ah, yes, that's what they were called. It's been a while.
That's what my dad is.
Ah, lovely. You kind of been carrying on his will in your own way, I suppose. Ha!
Right, so
But yes! Now can begin the real learning. The powers that you are about to inherit will be great!
I do like the ability to heat metal. That's a nice one, but, you know.
He kind of... I will give you an example. Behold! And he kind of just like summon, or just out of thin air, just a giant sword of fire pops up in his hand. He basically has like a flaming longsword that just appeared out of nowhere.
I'm gonna say that would be really helpful if I ever got anywhere near fighting people physically.
Yes, but with my multiple studies, I have actually combined a few things. And he kind of just drops the like fire sword and it just starts floating and moving around on its own.
Aha! I think I just figured out how to do that myself. So
Oh, this will be slightly different.
Alright. Well, we're gonna head over to, I think it's Baldur, his temple.
Ah, yes, he is such a cod! And then all of a sudden you wake up.
I swear to God, I'm gonna punch my god because he won't give me a goddamn straight answer. I say that as I'm waking up, by the way.
I figured. So yes, you now feel a bit more, like, knowledgeable about what this thing is. You can cast Flame Blade as a 4th level spell at will. No worries, Shadowfang. Have a good night.
Okay.
And then once per day, you can treat that Flame Blade as a spiritual weapon.
Huh. That's kind of wild.
You also have access to Flame Strike once a day.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, just through the power of the crystal itself. You can tell that it's not necessarily from the artifact yet, it's just some latent, like, power that you have.
Flame Strike at minimum caster level?
Yeah, the 4th level. Or 5th level, I'm sorry. 5th level. Ahem. Grum!
Did you tell me what my axe was?
I don't... I know... Or I said that you can cast the Featherfall from it. Like, at will, basically. And I think I forgot to tell you, you also... It counts as a +1 magic weapon currently. And you deal 1d8 extra damage worth of force damage. With every hit.
Okay, so damage and then damage 2, I would do 1d8.
Yeah, so like, you get +1 to hit and +1 to damage. And then you also get to roll an additional d8 worth of force damage if you hit.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
And then imagine if you're hasted. Whew.
So my spellcasting ability gonna be like my intelligence?
For the counterspell, Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
+1 modifier.
Grum. You are sleeping, and suddenly you wake up in a bed. And there's a really tiny, skinny person that you recognize staring right at you. I see you found my handiwork.
I'm gonna punch him.
All right.
I'm
moments.
gonna get up on the bed real quick and just go straight up punching him.
Oh, I figured. Let's see here. Yeah, that seems about right. You like try to leap off the bed and go to punch him, and he kind of just grabs your hand with his tiny hand. It doesn't even fit, and then he just drags you over his head and drops you onto the ground. You are currently prone again.
Okay.
Now, really, is this really any way to treat someone who has gifted you with such wonderful things?
You're a dick. Get out of my head. Let
Oh,
me
that's-
go back to sleep.
Well, that's not very nice.
You're not very nice.
Oh, what? You think that I would leave these things unprotected? Do you think that that would be a wise idea? Just let anybody come in and take whatever. I'm sure that'd be a fantastic idea. Really, are you that simple-minded? And here you're probably going to squander the gifts that I have prepared for you. God.
No, you're the god.
Yes, I am the god. Thank you very much. Now, are you quite ready to listen or not?
Okay, but you're still a dick.
You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do this the hard way, apparently.
We already do it the hard way. Why don't we do it more hard way? Go, leave. I don't care.
Okay. He quite literally just, with 2 fingers, grabs onto, like, your shirt and just chucks you up into the air. You're going about like 60 feet into the air currently. And then suddenly, you're just going down a ramp. Like the ramp just materializes underneath you. He's kind of walking next to the ramp, just waiting. Makes like a quick motion and a giant pit of spikes just appears at the end of the ramp. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna use my wall of stone.
Okay, where are you putting it? And how are you using it?
I'm gonna put it as a ramp
Over to the side?
No, just basically cover the spikes so I don't, you know, once I fall down the ramp, I don't fall down to my impaling death.
All right. So you do the wall of stone like right at the last second to try to put one up on fucking Iruku for being a dick. It does come out, and the ramp kind of goes to the side, and you think you've really got it, and then you run directly into a wall. Full speed. Yeah, you pretty much splat. But oddly enough, the actual wall kind of like gives. And you just kind of come barreling through the other side. As it just disintegrates into sand.
Is there like a cartoony... Oh, it disagrees. There's gonna be a cartoony outline of Brum.
No, nothing like that. It literally like, it was solid stone. You could tell it was solid stone, and then it just started giving and turned to sand as you went through it. You're back on the floor. You're fucking dizzy as hell because you barrel rolled the shit out of, or after hitting the wall. Go ahead and make a con save.
Is this, oh shit, I already changed my thing to...
That's fine. It's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I don't know shit anymore.
You're trying really hard not to, like, hurl. You just went from, like, maximum speed to nothing in about, like, 0.5 seconds. Your body's kind of, like, not knowing how to handle that. Iruku just walks over and is like, maybe now you'll learn, and he just taps your head and you wake back up. You still feel sick. You do, however, notice a couple things. First and foremost, you now have an inherent knowledge of how to use animate objects once a day.
I want to play
it. You also now have conjure volley once a day. Through the actual amulet itself, and then through the amulet as well, you can cast creation at will. Yeah.
Animated object is...
for each one?
What was that?
Is it all once a day for each one?
Creation is at will.
Creation's an interesting little spell.
So creation's at will, and then conjure volley and...
Conjure volley is once a day, and animate objects once a day.
Animate objects is a spell I get as a cleric, little cleric domain spell. Ooh, dog, is it fun?
Yeah.
Leave the party first.
All right. so you all wake up to that. The dome kind of disappears. Malik's,
I swear our gods cannot give a straight answer.
Also, for anyone who was looking over, like, either as you guys were waking up or when Ariza was going to sleep, the cloak kind of seems to, like, almost envelop her, and she looks more just like a tiny little puddle. Not that tiny, but like about her size puddle as it just kind of like sits there. So she looks like she's just part of the scenery, just kind of raised a little.
She's like Max from that Nickelodeon one.
She is going to be so confused when she finds out.
Yep. Yeah, you wouldn't really notice it because you don't see Ariza, and then she kind of just like comes to just like and her head just pops out of what had looked like a pond, but it isn't wet. So what all are you doing?
Well, hoping that my attunement has finished with this damn ring.
What was that?
Attunement with the ring.
Yes, you are attuned with the ring.
Are there any spells stored in it?
There had been. Let me double check my notes because I know I had it somewhere.
If you don't want to play Fashion Frenzy, if you
Oh, damn
don't
it.
play
Where was it?
just leave the party.
Ah, yes. It had fire shield stored in it.
At minimum.
At minimum cast, yeah.
Oh wow, that's a level 4 spell, Jesus.
Yeah. Brudrin, when you're doing the force damage, it won't add the strength, so uncheck that one. There should be an option to uncheck it. So it'd just be like an extra D8 of force damage.
Angry Bird. On Xbox One, Fashion Frenzy.
I don't think I understand.
Let me take a look at it. Because, like, when it's rolling right now, it's adding your strength to the force damage as well. Oh, that's why. You just make that. I already did it for you. Oh, wait, no, that's... wrong one. Whoop! Whoop! No! Not charisma. Nothing. There we go. Jesus.
That's it. Alright, so that's it?
Yes.
But it doesn't add the force to,
What?
right?
Why did it not add the force damage? You stupid... curse you thing! Oh, it unchecked. There we go.
Only 4 people in the
Now
server.
try.
Yeah.
Only 4 people in the server.
I'll
Guys,
change.
only 4 people.
You're gonna change the name. Yes.
Yes.
And her power is being a puddle.
Swoosh.
Swoosh!
Nice.
All
I'm
right.
gonna store a guiding bolt, so I'm gonna burn one of my first level spells today to put it in there.
Okay. I also don't think that you... yeah, you didn't add the +1. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that for you, Brudrin. There you go. Now try rolling it. Swoosh!
Swoosh.
Nice. Okay. Yes, yes. So you store guiding bolt. Now, what is everyone
Conjure Volley
doing?
is not actually in the compendium.
What is it?
Conjure Volley.
Is it not?
Nope.
Son of a biznatch. Damn you, Roll20 Compendium! Alright,
This
so...
is,
Conjure Volley.
I
You-
found it on it.
You found it? Okay. Go ahead and give it to Grum so that she knows what it does.
40-foot radius, 20-foot high cylinder, 8d8 failed save.
Yeah, but you have to consume like thrown weapon or piece of ammunition. Let's go. All right.
So,
Look at me.
So, Ariza is gonna go ahead and do Goodberry to provide food for everyone and just create water because she can just do that. Although you guys notice something kind of odd. Now it just kind of like it seems to just flow out of the actual like cloak.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, I think is Ariza back, or did it just freak out?
No, Ariza's back.
Woo!
Hello.
Oh, then we
Sorry
can
about
actually
that,
do
guys.
Ariza's little god interaction.
Ah! Again, sorry for leaving, but
You're fine.
oh, bro.
Okay. First, let me pull something up real quick because I have a reference sheet. There we go.
you get to be
All
here
right.
for the last 18 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, Ariza,
Yes.
you go to sleep in your fancy new water cloak.
Water cloak?
Yes, your crystal is basically the thing holding the clasp together of a cloak, and when you did it, it essentially turns into a cloak that looks like flowing water.
That's so fucking cool! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's so cool! Everything's up.
Okay, but anyways, you're falling asleep, and you kind of like feel like you're just suspended in water when you're sleeping. It's a rather odd feeling. Suddenly you kind of just surface, and Katoon's just sitting on the shore. Hello again.
Hello.
I see you found my interesting little trinket.
This is awesome!
Yes, I rather liked it too.
Thank you.
Angry. If you put me
But of
five,
course, of course. Now then,
I put you 5.
do you know what it does?
It looks fucking awesome, and it looks like water.
Yes, that is definitely something it does.
5
It
stars.
looks like a water Oshari.
A what, dear?
Anyway, elves, they're weird.
Ah, yes. Now then, what shall we talk about? Oh, did you want any cookies?
Yes, I love cookies. And I
Just pulls out cookies. Here you
I love
are.
cookies. I just ate one.
You had been injured before, yeah? Like when you went to sleep? I think so.
My sheet says 30, so
I
yeah.
give you 1 star.
Okay. Yes, Aruku was rather an interesting fellow. She kind of looks over the like weird gashes that you have.
I totally know about right now.
And she kind of just a
I
moment,
got first.
and just kind of
GG.
she kind of like pulls some water out of like the water that you were in, and it just kind of washes over you, and your wounds just kind of heal away.
That's cool.
They just
Magic
repair
water.
themselves.
I give him 1 star. I give him 1 star.
Star, yes.
1 star. Roblox life. There will be a few interesting developments as you go along, but I don't think your mental capacity can deal with this one yet. Here, I'll show you something else neat. And she kind of just like makes the water like lift you up and you're suddenly being carried by some weird creature made of water.
That's so cool! Oh my god, this is awesome! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
It's
god. Right,
almost
freaking
shapeless.
out. That's so cool. Water's awesome, man. I got the good one. Everybody's just kind of sitting there splashing and like,
Yay!
like a 5-year-old.
Yes, yes. I'm sure this will be most useful for you. But for now, you must go, and the water just kind of like fades away, and you just wake up.
Oh. She's like,
You kinda-
disappointed when she wakes up.
Yeah. But you do know that you can currently cast Conjure Water Elemental once per day.
Oh, that's so cool! Oh my god.
You also know that the cloak itself is giving you the ability to cast Ice Storm once a day.
Conjure, water. Oh shit, I didn't mean to hit enter. Oops. And then what? Ice Storm?
Ice Storm once a day from the cloak. As well, the cloak seems to nullify fire, like, just not targeted fire, but just like generalized explosions from fire fairly well. Like you had a flash of like just pulling the cloak around you when there's like an explosion. If you make a successful save while you're wearing the cloak against like an AoE attack, like say Fireball, you take no damage instead of half.
Nice! Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, so that's really gonna be helpful if one somebody's temple. Where was that cloak in the first episode of the Iron Gods?
All right. So you've already used Goodberry to feed all the people. Just FYI.
Do what? Sorry.
You've used Goodberry to feed everyone, FYI, because that happened while you were gone, and we're not rewinding.
Okay, no, you're fine. I was reading chat. But are we back up to all spell slots except for that one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, yeah.
Oh, Vranic's not here. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Can't remember, Ganel. What did I tell you that the circlet was doing for you currently?
You said that I could cast Arcane Eye twice a day
Yes.
and Counterspell twice a day at 5th level.
Ah, yes, yes. The circlet is also giving you +2 wisdom.
Oh,
I forgot that
snap,
part.
son.
And, Vranic, I forgot to mention to you, your armor acts as a +1 plate mail.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so you all eat, you all drink, because Ariza was so kind as to create drinking water that now flows from your cloak, by the way, Ariza.
Is it like infinite?
Yeah, you've been able to create water infinitely since your temple.
Oh yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Malik's just staring at, like, you and just like, the hell did you come from?
A water plane,
Alien
bitch.
party. No,
By the
everyone
way,
5 stars. And they are some
my
kind
armor
of
is
party.
now magical.
Yes,
Brudrin's is not magical. Correct? It's mythical.
correct.
I'm gonna walk over to Brudrin.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
touch his armor.
Yeah.
And now, Brudrin, you have +1 AC for the rest of the day.
What?
I just
How
made
do
your armor magical by touching it.
What?
I've been doing it to myself the entire time. It's the cleric thing I can do. But
That's
it
cool.
won't work on me anymore because I'm wearing magical armor, so now I'm making your armor magical for the entire day. So your armor goes up by 1 point.
Well, thank you. I have
That wouldn't help my
19 AC now.
Well, it would make you a 13.
Here I am.
I was thinking of giving it to Ganal, but he's the tank and Grum doesn't wear armor, so I can't do it to her.
Yeah.
I'm not a
That cloak
tank.
doesn't help my AC at all, does it?
What, the cloak?
Yeah.
No.
I'm definitely not a tank.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, this cloak is so cool. Oh my god.
So you all eat and
Sorry,
drink.
I missed out what the cloak does because he was trying to explain to me my stuff.
Yeah, I was explaining how awesome animate
1 star.
is,
Yeah, animate
Basically-
objects is pretty sweet.
and I get it as a spell.
Now I can conjure a water elemental once a day. The cloak I can cast ice storm once a day. And the cloak also nullifies water / explosion damage. I mean, nullifies fire. Shit.
If you
Fire
save
and
successfully, yes.
Yeah.
Fire, explosion, damage. If I save,
Damn!
Conjuring an element is pretty well.
right?
We all got good shit.
Right?
Yeah, and I got
star.
swoosh.
1 star.
Swoosh does.
You got swoosh.
Damn!
1 star.
Alright.
We all got killed and Malk saved the day apparently.
Yeah.
But Ganel circle at his
5 stars.
Ganel can cast Arcane Eye twice a day. He can cast Counterspell as a 5th level spell twice a day. And he gets +2 wisdom.
Holy shit, now!
Right?
That's badass!
And I know the
Oh,
the axe,
also-
the magic
also
one, I
Ganel.
got that part.
Mm-hmm.
You also know now that the True Sight will last 2 minutes if you use it.
2 minutes. Cool, cool. Got on my notes.
Okay. So you all eat and drink. I'm assuming you're going on your way. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
I'm actually gonna have to add Flameblade. Flameblade is actually not bad.
Yeah. It's
Is that what you
fucking
got?
gnarly at 4th level.
It's a melee spell attack, so I'm not even using my melee attack for the damn thing.
Yep. You do have to be in melee range, but you have the capability to use it as a random
I want to keep him.
spirit blade. Or
Well, I
spirit
also
weapon.
prepared spiritual weapon. So I'll just be like, it's a spiritual weapon. I have a fiery sword. I'm going to hurt people now.
Although I don't think you can do both technically because they both require concentration, I believe. Oh no, it doesn't. Spiritual weapon does not. Haha.
Nope, I just have to give it a. I use my bonus action to command it to it.
Yeah.
2,206. I'm at the top.
I believe they can, Ivan.
Yeah, because fire elementals, if they're in the same like spot as a
Okay.
creature or whatever.
So, Brudrin and Vranix, since you guys are going to be at the forefront, go ahead and make survival checks.
Alright.
What? What? What?
Not the worst, but not the best.
What?
You're following a road.
Yes.
It's really hard to get lost. It goes straight and back.
Yes, I do play assassin.
You're pretty sure that as long as you go straight, you're heading towards your destination.
I do just not for a real while.
Good.
Should we try perception with the rest of the group?
Yes.
I'm listening.
Yes, we're level 8.
But no, no exotics.
Yeah, so level yourself up to 8, Shell.
Alright. So,
No.
Ariza and Grum, you guys kind of notice that it's,
No.
you know,
No.
it's okay. Like, it's just a road. It's pretty uneventful. Ganel, it's
I
a
already
fucking
answered.
beautiful day.
No.
Like, the weather is just perfect. Mwah. You guys
said
travel
no.
for the duration of the day, and it's pretty
I
uneventful.
said
There's a
no.
couple of, like, passers-by heading towards Aruku's crossing. Nothing really, like, spectacular happening. You guys can tell, like, Brannick and Brudrin, you can tell from, like, looking at the map as you're moving, it's gonna be at least about, like, 2.5 days walking distance to where this thing is.
Alright.
So you finished the first day. Doot, doot, doot.
God damn it, girl.
And start setting up camp. Where I think we'll leave it because it's pretty much 7.
Yeah.
Well, actually, just for the lulz, go ahead and roll insight. Just for the lulz. I want to see if anyone gets something particular.
Oh shit, that's right. You said insight, right?
Yes, insight.
Hello, 23. Jesus.
Give me shit.
Cartoon wants nothing to do with me tonight.
Okay. So these are going to be real quick. So, Ariza, you go to sleep after everything's all said and done. You're like going to sleep. And you suddenly just like,
Should be good.
you almost feel like you're drowning for a couple seconds. And then you just wake up coughing up water in the morning.
Bitch!
uh,
God damn it.
Ganel,
Oh my god.
you just hear, or you're kind of zoning out with the trancing, and then everything just kind of goes pitch black for a second. You hear a sigh and just fucking worthless, and you just wake up in the morning.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Brannick, you actually like see the kind of like weird glow as you're sleeping and like open your eyes and he's there again and he's like, ah, yes, you're back. You were able to do it. It's much harder every time after you use those. There's a bit of a delay. He kind of like looks at you and sees your confused look and is like, it's easier the closer you are to using the things.
So the more we get the power from these things, the easier it becomes to talk to us.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The more linked you become to us, which means we don't have to rely on your capabilities as much.
I understand. I think now that I've thought about it, I think the flaming sword trick will be most useful.
What was that?
What's on?
Flaming sword trick will be most useful, actually.
Ha! Yes! I am a genius, am I not? He kind of seems a little bit full of himself. And then, let's see here. He goes to pose and he kind of like stumbles over and gets back up and like gets the look of like you saw nothing.
I won't tell anyone.
Anyways, I'm sure you have questions. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course you do.
At the moment, other than how do we continue unlocking this stuff, no, I'm pretty good. Other
Well,
than
I would
what
think
we're-
that was fairly straightforward.
So far. Any idea? Anything you can tell me about what we're going to deal with in Baldur's?
One star.
He had a very odd way of protecting his things. He didn't necessarily
dick.
need to use force.
I will. I pinky promise.
Also, he kind of like stops and not everything has to be bad. And then you just wake up. And then Grum, you also get a tiny little visit from a tiny little person.
Punch him in the face.
already tried.
You wake up and he's just, ah, hello there.
She's trying again.
You leap at him and he kind of seems to be like expecting it this time and like, and he just bats you away with like 2 fingers and your arm goes skyrocketing to the side as you dive into the earth.
Shit.
Really now, did you not think that this would work?
Sorry, my fist slipped.
GG.
Yes, I'm sure your foot and your body and everything else slipped too. Now, do you actually have any questions for me? Or are you going to be too busy doing this nonsense?
Yes, there's one question. When will you stop being a dick?
I have not been a dick. I've been showing you how to do things. It's not my fault that you choose the most difficult way possible. And he kind of just stares at you.
I don't have any cards.
And I'm just staring at him.
I have any dirty.
Well, if you...
I'm not saying anything, I'm just staring at him.
Ah, fine. And he kind of just like flicks your forehead and you like wake back up.
2.
All right, and that is where we will end it. Everybody that has had a chance to, that rolled even remotely well, has
Yes,
had their
'cause-
little interaction.
Swoosh. No ones though. No
Fuck
ones.
yeah.
No one swoosh. All right, well that is it for tonight's episode. I hope everybody watching at home had a good time. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I'll be back on Wednesday with hopefully some Diablo 3 Necro bullshit. And Big K should be there, provided he doesn't get too busy and forget about me.
Aw.
Wah, wah, wah. Also, anybody else out there?
It, right?
Yeah, you need to install it and get some good stuff. Anyone else out there who is wanting to join in with that, I do have a couple more spots open. Feel free to hit me up on Discord and we will talk about you possibly joining. So until next time, everybody, keep gaming and more virtual high fives!